What is going on, guys? It's Fat Boy here, bringing you the second weekend in my road to glory of the FUT champs. I'm going to bring you all 40 games. In this episode, I believe I'm going to be bringing you 15 or 16. And here at the start of the episode, you might be confused on what I'm doing here, but I showed you guys a team earlier in the week that I was going to be running for this weekend, but after trying it out in divisions, the 4-1-2-1-2 doesn't, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow version doesn't really suit me anymore. I used to use that formation nonstop when I first started playing FUT champions. But ever since I switched to the 4-3-2-1, I find a lot more success with that. So I ended up selling my Aguero and build this team that you see here. And in that, I actually go for Jens Lehmann, the legend, because after Aguero sells, I had enough to afford both Lehmann and Marquisio with over 140,000 coins left over. So this is the team I decided to build, and I know Walcott and Ben Yedder are off chemistry, but they really aren't affected that much anyway. Walcott's still amazing off chem. And Ben Yedder, he has the stats to play left forward anyway, especially with a hunch on him. He has great pace, great dribbling, decent passing for a winger. And at first, my footage I forgot to hit record, so I didn't record the first gameplay, but I managed to catch myself before I backed out of the game so I could record the highlights. And there we go 1-0 up with Ben Yedder off the PK. And then my opponent comes up the field here and is able to smash into the back of the net, making 1-1. And again, Marchetti pulls off a save here to keep it 1-1. And in the 29th minute, Ben Yedder is able to get the ball here off of Griezmann, and he's able to take his first time shot, but it's saved, and the second chance falls to him again, and we score. And here Griezmann steals the ball back, finds Ben Yedder. Or it's actually Conte. Yeah, that's Conte. And it didn't count my fourth goal because he backed out right after. And there you see Ben Yedder with 2 goals and Griezmann with 3 assists against Sweaty FC to put us 1-0 for the weekend so far. And this team performed really well in the first game. I was really amazed. And while I was waiting for my Aguero to sell, I actually had this team. I had Marchetti and Zonzi instead of Lehmann and Marquisio because our Aguero wouldn't sell quite yet. So we went to the first game with that team and then this game with the same team. And this game, we're going to get another rage quit here. I get extremely lucky with that Walcott goal. I'm not going to lie. That was very lucky for Walcott to stay with the ball. But here we go up the field again. And the Griezmann finds Walcott. And Walcott's able to run down the pitch and smash into the bottom left corner after the first shot being saved. So again, another really lucky goal. But this third goal is a lot better here. Griezmann's able to get on the ball. He's able to place it to the bottom left with his right foot, making it 3-0. To us, and shortly after here we get our fourth goal. Griezmann's through on goal, and Griezmann's able to put it into the bottom right of the net. And after this, our opponent decided he had enough, and this guy actually ended up inviting me to an Xbox Live party. We started chatting a bit, and he just wanted to know what my instructions were and how can you improve on FIFA. And I told him what my instructions were. And in case you guys don't know my instructions, my top 3 are stay central and getting behind. My left center mid and my center mid are stay back while attacking. And Pogba, my right center mid, is balanced attack. Now I actually ended up switching them around in during the week. I put Pogba in the middle and Conte on the right, and I have Pogba on balance and Conte stay back while attacking. I prefer having Pogba in the middle because I feel like he does more from that middle, and he also wins a lot of the goal kicks back. And here you can see me picking up Marquisio after Aguero finally sold. And we also pick up Lehmann. I definitely recommend Lehmann to you guys if you guys have the extra coins lying around and you guys have a great all-around team already. But if you guys have a pretty basic team, I would suggest splashing your coins on a goalkeeper rather than invest on other areas. But if you guys have a pretty stacked team already, you feel comfortable with your team, I would definitely suggest Lehmann because he's a great goalkeeper. He makes great saves. And here you just see me putting Marquisio and Lehmann into the team. And guys, I was actually surprised that the weekend league did happen because with the glitches running around, I didn't think EA would actually go through with it. But they did in the end. And so far, I've played 15 or 16 games. I can't exactly remember how much. But I have not come up against a no-loss glitch. So, I mean, they must have done something right. Maybe they just fixed it in FUT Champs. Maybe it's still around in Seasons and the Daily Knockout Tournament. But if they did manage to fix it for FUT Champs, that's definitely a great thing. Because I enjoy playing the FUT Champs, and so do a lot of other people. And 2 weeks in a row would have been really disappointing, especially considering that this is a qualification month for regionals. Now, I'm nowhere near qualifying for regionals, but those who are close to qualifying for regionals, only 2 weeks would be a huge disappointment because maybe they could have made it in those extra 2 weeks had the 2 weeks been canceled. But now they have 3 weeks out of the 4 to make it. And so far, I'm close to hitting my Elite 3 for the month. I actually have the potential to hit Elite 1, but I'm going to have to do really, really well in order to hit that. It's not out of question, but considering we've already taken our first loss here, it's not looking too good because it's only 3 games in. So after this, we're going to be 2-1. I just couldn't do anything against this guy. His Callum Wilson was unreal. And then there I get a little unlucky with how he scores that goal, but I mean, it was well-deserved. He outplayed me. And once again, Callum Wilson here, after terrible defending for me, he's able to get through on goal and put it away for, I believe, his hat trick at that point. Yeah, that was his hat trick at that point. And 5-1, I think I flattered the guy. I didn't think I got completely outplayed. I had my chances. I just couldn't put him away like he was putting them away. And here Walcott is able to just run off kickoff and smash that to the top left corner. Now if I could have just done that more all game, I would not have been in this position in the first place. But, I mean, there's nothing I can do now, so might as well not complain about it because I took the loss and it is what it is. I know you guys are probably looking at the score now and thinking that this team is so great, but it really wasn't the team. It was my poor defending. If you saw the goals, I could have prevented a large part of those goals. I had a big part in those goals going in. It has nothing to do with the team. The team is really solid, especially the back line in the midfield. And Griezmann and Walcott. Ben Yedder, he does score, but the only thing I'm concerned about with him is his lack of physicality. He only has like, I think 60-something physical, maybe somewhere around there. I could be wrong, but in game he feels really weak, especially when I tried the shielding with him. It just doesn't go so well. And here, you guys are seeing my chances here, left, right, and center. And his first goal with Roberto Firmino was really frustrating because Conte could have easily got that, but he decides not to jump for it and he goes right over him straight to Firmino. Firmino smashes that into the back of the net. And at this point, we're 2-2. That's a terrible start if we ever want to hit top 100. But going to our third game here against a pretty basic La Liga Santander team, we're able to get an early goal here with Walcott. And Walcott is such an amazing card, guys. If you guys have not used him, even his regular card, I strongly recommend it. He has the pace to get past defenders and get to through balls that you just wouldn't believe any other player can actually get to. And that is such a big asset for him because you can just through ball it to him if that's your style. I prefer playing 1-2, quick passing. But if your style is literally over the top through ball, Walcott's perfect for that. He's also really good at crossing. And here Griezmann, when I first started using Griezmann, I wasn't too sure about him because he wasn't scoring that much. But after a while, now that I'm playing with him more, I'm getting more used to how he plays, how he finishes, how you should shoot with the Griezmann. And he's an unreal card. I definitely recommend him. And he's not that expensive either. At this point, everyone should have the money for Griezmann if you play FUT Champs regularly. And even if you don't play Season or FUT Champs, I think you still would have enough for him considering that the game's been out since September and a lot of people play Seasons at least. If you play FUT Draft, you should have gotten enough coins to afford something like that, especially with the coin unlocks and everything. Guys, the next clip you're going to see is me opening the 125k pack that EA gave me for free. And it's actually live comp, so I'll be right back to join you guys right after this upcoming clip, and you'll see my 125k pack. And I actually got something pretty good, so stick around for that. Damn it, it's no walkout! Oh, but it's an inform! Hey, I got Draxler! It wasn't the most amazing pack, the most amazing reaction, guys, but I definitely will be bringing you guys webcam in the near future. And here you can see the rest of my pack. The rest of the pack was pretty bad, if I'm honest. I was actually hoping for a Dybala or maybe a Griezmann, so I can sell my Griezmann. But I'm not going to complain about that. It's a free 125k pack, and Draxler is a sick card. And he's going to make a great sub coming off the bench. And during the weekend league, I'm going to play my cam if I ever need him. Probably not left forward or left wing. I don't think he has a pace to suit that. But he has a 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. So he'll definitely make an impact if I need him to in the attacking third. And here I'm just sorting out the rest of the pack. I already have all these three of these. Excuse me, I already have all three of these players in my club, untradeable. So there's no point in keeping them. That's just money thrown away. But here, another interesting thing, guys. I came up against 4-4-1-1 and 4-3-3 false 9 a lot more than I ever did in FUT Champs. Before this weekend, I never come up against these kind of formations, so I'm assuming that these are the kind of people that backed out before there was no just basic FUT Champs logo for every loading screen. I think these are the type of teams that would back out because you just don't see these formations with the strong players. Usually the formations you see are the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, the 4-3-2-1, and maybe the 4-3-3-4, but mainly the first two that I mentioned. And the 4-4-1-1, I used to love that in, I think, FIFA 12, but in this FIFA it's not so strong. I prefer, me personally, having players to play off of, so the 4-3-2-1 is perfect for that because I have 3 forwards to play off of, just 1-2 passing between them. And I'm able just to get through, especially here, you see with Walcott, the 1-2 passing is too strong for my opponent. Walcott's in on goal, and he's able to smash that and make it 1-0 for me. And we're not done yet there, guys. Walcott here with another goal, smashes in the back of the net. And Walcott, probably the biggest surprise for me about Walcott is the fact that he wins. He gets the headers so much. He doesn't really score headers, but he gets to the headers a lot. More often than he probably should. And here, guys, this was a really strange team. He had Daniel Surge playing right forward. It's the link going off Luis Hernandez. I thought that was super weird, but this game took forever to finally get the scoring opening. And here, Ben Yedder's able to get through after a pass from Pogba, and they would just sneak that barely past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 to us. And after that, his defense just opened up, and Walcott's through again. And Walcott's able to make that 2-0. And I believe this game, this was a game where he had 0 shots, 0 on target. And I was really proud of that. I was able to keep him out, make sure he did not get a single shot off. And there we go, 6-2, I believe. Yeah, 6-2. Into our next game here. Again, the 4-4-2, I never see this formation ever. But now that people can't back out, I'm assuming that I'm going to see a lot more variety of formations. Because usually this is no offense to anyone, especially people who use the kind of formations, but usually the players who aren't as good use these different formations because they're not yet familiar that the 4-1-2-1-2 and 4-3-2-1 are probably the best ones to use. And there we're able to go 2-0 up after Griezmann passes it across the goal to Ben Yedder. And this weekend I've gotten a lot of rage quits, surprisingly. More than I've gotten in any of the past weekend leagues. And again, I think that's the people actually playing more games and not backing out just because of the established state. And we're just going ham on this guy. We scored yet again with, who is that? Griezmann? Yeah, Griezmann. And you guys will always see me doing the hotline bling with him just because I find it so amusing. But we're not done there yet. And here, Ben Yedder finds Griezmann once again. And Griezmann makes that, I believe, 5-0. And after that, I believe that's another rage quit if I'm not missing. Yeah, that's another rage quit for us. And there, Griezmann, believe that's 2 goals. I couldn't quite see, but we make it 5-0. And against Real Samesta FC. He had an insane team. I just don't understand why he wanted the players he did. And this glitch, guys, this happened to me before, but it said I reached gold 1 already when I only had like 7 wins. And I don't know why I did that, but it's not a big deal. Into the next game we go. Griezmann again. As I said earlier, Griezmann is really starting to grow on me. He's starting to finish a lot more. At first, I couldn't quite figure out how to finish. And this game, guys, we're going to pick up another loss. And again, this is my fault right there. I should have let my goalie get that, but I tried clearing it out. And instead of pressing X, I passed it straight to him. And I really should be doing a lot better than that if I want to hit top 100. And there, Aubameyang, that goal was so annoying to see because Chiellini, before the cross came in, he made the tackle and he was able to stick with it. And again, Sandro was right there, and Sandro couldn't quite get to it. And this goal right here, it pulls Walker back for some reason, and he's able to get the cross in. If Walker would have just kept running, he would have been able to intercept that cross and prevent it from happening. But there's not much I could do now looking back at it. I mean, it is what it is. And once again, this guy, he was an insanely good player. There's not much I could do against him. Here he goes 1-0 up pretty quick, and from here it's just downhill. Once again, Dybala steps up to PK, and he puts it away. And this guy, he was just too good for me, guys. Honestly, I will admit when I deserve to lose, and I deserve to lose this game. And that corner, I cannot defend to save my life. And if any of you can tell me how to defend that corner, that'd be great. I concede so many of those. I also get very close to conceding by those. And I put someone at the near post, and yet they still get out-jumped by whichever striker there is. And, I mean, I just don't know what to do against them. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. And the game ended 5-2. And we pick up 2 losses in a row. So top 100, guys, is not looking very likely again for this weekend. Honestly, at this point, I'm starting to think about changing to March to Elite 1 instead of March to Top 100. Because March to Top 100, guys, with the amount of quality FIFA players that there are out there, see, top 100 for me just doesn't seem likely. I don't have enough time to put practice and practice into this game. As much as I would like to, I have school and I also work. So I think we should aim for somewhere like Elite 1. I think that's a bit more realistic. And maybe if we hit Elite 1, then we could go back to top 100. But for now, it's going to stay march to top 100, but I'll probably change to Elite 1 in the future. And then there you see again, we pick up another rage quit after Griezmann picks up a brace there. Pogba picks up an assist, and we win 3-0. Oh, actually, no, Pogba picks up a goal, I believe. And there, I believe we are 9-2, 9-3 at this point. I believe it's 9-3. Coming up against this guy again, the 4-3-3 false 9. It's just such a different formation, a formation you don't expect to see. But we're able to cut to his defense because of David Luiz's poor work rates, and he was bringing his center backs up a lot. And Griezmann's able to smash that to the bottom right corner with his left foot, making it 1-0 to us. And we do not stop there, guys. This guy actually comes up and gets a lucky goal. I read the cross back, and I was still not able to intercept the ball there. And then Willian gets a rebounded header to make it 1-1. At that point, I was pretty frustrated. I was outplaying this guy, and he scores that. But we did not let that get to us here. Griezmann, once again, able to use the space to get past David Luiz. And he cuts inside with a beautiful piece of dribbling there. And he's able to tuck into the bottom left corner with a finesse shot. With a dribbling finesse shot, should I say. And once again, we're on the attack here. And Griezmann again with the ball here. And he just beautiful hold-up play, and he finds Conte. And that finish was pretty lucky, I'm not going to lie, but I'll take the goal. I deserve to be in the lead anyway, I felt, so I'll take whichever goal I can get. And here Pogba, once again, through on goal. He's able to just sneak that underneath the goalkeeper with a finesse shot. And there you see his classic celebration, the dab. And Walcott through, make it 5-0 or 5-1. He's able to pick up yet another goal. My opponent's able to come up the field with Gundogan and just smash that. That Gundogan card is a card I've always wanted to try, but he just doesn't fit my current team. Excuse me, guys. I had to clear my throat. He just doesn't fit my team. He used to fit my team. I used to have Royce, Aubameyang, and Gundogan in midfield. And he would link up to my other Premier League players, but now that I switched up the team, he no longer fits. And here coming up against this team, he had an insane team. He had Ronaldo, Bale, Royce, Muller. But they're no match for Walcott, guys. Walcott's through on goal, and he's able to smash it to the bottom left. Once again, and Ben Yedder here, he finds Walcott again. Walcott finds Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder is able to cross that into Griezmann, and Griezmann is able to head that into the goal. And Griezmann can pretty much do anything, guys. He has everything to succeed. He has the dribbling, he has the pace, he has the finishing, he has passing too. The high is not so much. Maybe he's lacking a bit of physicality, but other than that, he does have everything you need in a striker. And I strongly recommend you guys pick him up if you guys have not tried him already. And after that, when we go 11-3 at this point, I'm pretty sure. Jumping into our next game, this guy, he has a really strange team. I don't really see Ribery and Robin anymore. I don't think they're good players in this FIFA. I've never tried them, but at least from what I heard, and based off what I see in FUT Champs, I just don't rate them, because if players are good, you'll see them more and more in FUT Champs. But those are two players I don't really see. And there, Ben Yedder is able to find Conte, and Conte is able to make it 1-0. And we were almost able to shut out the game and win 1-0. But there, Royce is through in the 81st, I want to say, 81st minute. I can't really see. But he's able to make it 1-1. And I thought I was going to be able to make the tackle with Chris Smalling there. But I just missed, and he's able to equalize. But here in the corner, and I believe, is it extra time yet? I'm not sure, guys. I can't see the time. You'll have to forgive me. But here, Chiellini finds Conte. Conte finds Walcott. I get lucky with the bounce there, and Walcott's able to put it away to make it 2-1 to us. And I do believe that's how this game ends. So at this point, we finished the episode, guys, on 12-3. And in tomorrow's episode, you'll see the next 15 games, and the episode after that, you'll see the last remaining 10. And hopefully, we'll be able to get Elite 3, Elite 2 at the minimum. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like and a subscription, and follow me on Twitter. That'd be much appreciated, guys. Anyway, I'll see you next time, and I'm out.